Hello everyone, it is Maria and welcome back to my channel. Or if you're new here, hi, hello, and welcome. My name is Mylia and I'm a 20-year-old simmer here on YouTube. So for today's video, I really wanted to share with you guys some of the new changes that I've made to my game, more so aesthetically than anything. I recently went on a bit of a mod search and kind of update of a lot of my mods, my aesthetic mods really, the ones that I use to make my game look nice, function a little bit better, things like that. And I have made a couple changes and taken out some old ones, so I decided I really want to show you guys. So without further ado, let's get started. So the first mod I really want to show you is the mod that we see right here. It is beautiful, made over home screen, and I am absolutely obsessed with it. It is made by Cinematically. It is the refreshed main menu, and I'm obsessed. There are a couple of different options you can pick from picture-wise. This is the one that I chose. It's the Tartosa Beach option, but there are a bunch of options. Not only does it add a new picture, but the picture kind of changes the color of the UI over here, which I absolutely love. It is so beautiful, and with it being summer right now, I love the picture of the beach, and these colors are some of my favorite. Like, I love this color green, I love this color blue and cream. I'm just obsessed with this photo, and I thought it fit with my theme and just how I play my game and what my colors are so incredibly well. So I'm so happy that I found this. Now I do have the added animated logo package. There are a couple different editions that come, or that Cinematically has made, that you can download. You can have the animated logo. I also, at the current moment, have the scenario button installed, but I'm actually going to uninstall it because I don't play with scenarios. But if you do, the scenario button is an option if you'd like to still have that. But the animated logo actually does this. It animates the little plumb bob up here, which I love so much. It looks so adorably cute. I am obsessed with it. I highly recommend this mod if you're looking to spice up your main menu so it just doesn't look as one-sided, super boring. Everybody has it. So the next thing that I really want to talk about is my font override. So I'm using the April font by Moonwood Mills, and I absolutely love it. You can see here, based off of the writing that I have on each of my options for the main menu, as well as my home, pack, and kits buttons at the very top. But you can see that it is more of a handwritten style of font, and I absolutely love it. I believe that this font, along with the others that were created in the same release, were themed after Life is Strange, Moonwood Mills, like that very, kind of mysterious small town, kind of a bit of an 80s vibe, just that very autumnal, handwritten style, and I absolutely love it. I think it looks so well in the game. It blends in so well, but it's also just a little bit different, so you can tell that it's not just the same old. So I highly recommend a font override if you're really looking to change up your game. It changes up so much because obviously there's a lot of reading and looking to do with this game, so having a font override honestly changes up your game in a way you wouldn't expect, so I highly recommend. So this is the next thing that I really wanted to show you guys, and this is my loading screen. It is made by Farfella Sims, and it is absolutely stunning. She has so many different options, and I'm using the Pinkish World Plumb Bob override with it, and I just think it makes a beautiful combo. I highly recommend these loading screens and these Plumb Bob overrides. Alright, so the next few mods that I really want to show you guys are CAS oriented, and I figured I would kind of do this in an order that goes from functional or decorative, or basically for the player like me, versus things that go on my Sims, like default replacements and things like that. So the first mod I really want to show you is an oldie but a goodie, and that is the More CAS Columns mod. I'm using the 5-column option because I do have an 18 by 20p resolution. So sorry, not 18 by 20p. I have a 19 by 20p resolution, so I do use the 5-column option, and there is a 3 and a 4 option, and it basically just depends on whatever the resolution of your screen is. So if you are on a smaller desktop screen, if you're on a laptop, if you're on a Mac, they really have a column size that'll suit you whenever. On my old laptop, I used to have to use the 3 or 4, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. It still helped out tremendously, mainly because I use so much CC. So If you do not have this mod, I highly, highly recommend it. The next mod I want to show you is also in the same spectrum, but a little bit different, and it is the CC Wrench Override mod by Taisha. If I'm pronouncing that right, I hope I am. This mod actually replaces that big clunky CC wrench that you see in the corner of all of your custom content with whatever one of the options you choose. So I chose the little plumb bob. So as you can see in the corner of all of these items, there is a little plumb bob, and that means that it is custom content. But there is also an option for a heart, for a star, for a sparkle. It's versatile, and you get to pick exactly what you want, and it looks so cute. And it's obviously not that big of a detail, but I really think it adds something to the game, especially if you're going for a certain aesthetic, because I'm sorry, but that big clunky bright blue wrench is not what I want to see when I'm looking for custom content in my game, especially if you have a lot of build CC like I do. Scrolling through and seeing these little plumb bobs, it just makes my day, so I highly recommend. The next mod I want to show you guys is a little bit difficult to kind of show you, but it is more sim orientated, but I think it is such a simple but necessary mod, and that is the No EA Lashes mod. Now there are many versions of this mod by many different people, but right now I'm using the one by WS. I'll put their full name on the screen because I don't have it at the current moment, but this is the most updated version I could find. It was updated in January, I believe, of this year, January or March of this year, and it still works with the new update. So I'm very happy about that. So my Sims don't have those big clunky EA lashes. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, if we go into our eyes and we scroll down, you can see that some of these eye presets have these big clunky black lashes. Well, if I give her the preset, it still doesn't put that big clunky lash. It leaves the lashes she has on because the mod that is in my game disables those lashes, which I really like because it means you can add your own custom lashes. And I have lashes in my accessories and in my skin details. So if I add a base pair of lashes and skin details, I can always double up and create a layered effect with my accessory lashes as well. So that's another mod I highly recommend. Alright, so the next mod that I'm going to talk to you guys about is the Northern Siberia Winds CAS tuning mod. I love this mod so much. You guys have seen a little bit of this mod in my game when the 1.0 version was released, and I was obsessed with it then, but it has recently been released in the 2.0 version, and I'm so excited. So I'm using the base mod, the base CAS tuning, and then I'm also using the control positions mod as well as the hand positions mod. And the hand positions mod enables my sim to make this position with her hands, and basically this is the position your sim is going to assume when you go into accessories and nails. So the moment you leave nails, the position drops, but right as you click back onto nails, your sim makes this cute little pose, and you not only can you see the nails better, but come on, that's just such a cute picture. Like if you turn your sim to the side like that, look at that. Imagine that as a screenshot. That would be beautiful. I think it would be beautiful. But even outside of that, I do believe that this mod does have a couple other add-ons that you can add on to it, and there are a couple other things that I do believe this mod can do. I do not believe it has any standstill in CAS or anything like that. I have a separate mod, which I'm going to show you in a second for that. But the control position basically enables your sim to have the same position when they're standing. So I chose the basic one. As you can see here, she's just standing with her arms to the side. But there's also two different options for, or actually I think three overall, three different options for females where their position will change a little bit. Like one has the leg in front and the other is, I believe, like hands on the hip or something like that. And then there's also a couple options for males, for infants, for children. So if you really have a specific design or idea of what you want to do with your Sims or how you want them to stand, this is really helpful, especially if you don't like your infants laying on pillows, but you want them to like stand up, or you want them to, you can see their outfit better. I highly recommend this CAS tuning mod. It is so worth it. You do have to be I believe you have to be a subscriber or a Patreon follower, but honestly, it's so worth it. I absolutely love this mod. Okay, the next mod I'm going to show you is going to be this one over here in this top little corner, and it is the Pancake One More Traits in CAS mod. So what this mod does is it enables your Sims, or at least your adult Sim or young adult Sims, to have more trait slots. So this applies to all ages. I need to correct myself. For your young adults, you get 2 extra slots. So rather than just 3, you now have 5. And I believe it also changes for all the other ages. So I believe you now have 4 for teen, 3 for child, 2 for toddler, and 1 for infant. And I do believe that it stays 5 for adult and elder, but I do believe you can add, or you can like either go into the reward store and add more traits, or you can gain more traits through skill, or just like acquiring skills and like life aspirations throughout the game itself, which is an automatic feature with the game. So this does not conflict with that, which I love. But I also love this mod because it is compatible with custom content traits, which I use a bunch. I love having custom content traits because it really enables me to kind of layer my Sims. So if I really want a strong self-assured Sim, but I really want them to kind of be self-assured because they had a troubled childhood, then I can make them unassertive. So they're strong and they stand up for themselves, but they do it out of fear, like a fear response. And I love being able to layer my Sims in their stories in between emotions, hobbies, lifestyle, and just things like that, like even body conscious. I love this, but you could still be a very confident Sim while being body conscious. You know what I mean? So it's like, I love being able to do that. And with 3 trait slots, for me, that's just not enough. So I highly, highly recommend to get this mod. It doesn't really do much gameplay wise, I don't believe, but it is more for storytelling and aesthetics. But if you really, really, really want your Sims to come off more well-rounded, or if you just want to have the option of adding more traits, I highly recommend this mod. So the next mod I really want to show you is going to be called the Minimalist CAS Organizer mod. And basically what this mod does is it adds these little squares that don't do anything. If you click them, nothing pops up. And all it does is it labels the section that you're in. So right now, this is the left brow ring set. So any of these accessories that are in this section can go on the left brow ring. And then if we scroll down a little bit, you're going to get to the right brow ring. And basically, this is really helpful if you layer a lot of details on your Sims. This works in the skin options as well. This is honestly, it's a lifesaver if you use a lot of skin details. So if I go into my skin details, you can see it says a forehead crease. And then if we scroll down all past a bunch of these skins, you're going to get to mouth creases. And then if we scroll down past mouth crease, you're going to see we get all the way down here to freckles, and then it continues on. It goes like freckles, dimples, moles, things like that. And this is really helpful for me because I do a lot of layering when it comes not only to skin details, but for eyelashes, for eyes, for makeup, for hair. And for me, having these is a necessity. I would not be able to tell what skin details I have on, which ones I may have accidentally taken off if it wasn't for these. So knowing that her base skin is in the forehead crease, I know that. And as long as I don't click anything else in the forehead crease area, I know she's not going to lose that skin. And then once I'm finished there, I can scroll down to mouth crease and I can pick anything from mouth creases. Usually what I try to do is I pick my main skin in forehead crease, and then when I scroll down, it's when I pick my lashes in my mouth crease, since a lot of my lashes are down here. And that way I can have lashes on her that I don't have to change every outfit, but I can also still have the skin that I want her to have. And if I scroll down even past that and we get to freckles, a lot of my skin details are repeated. So now I can start layering other details like moles, freckles. If I wanted to give her like a different hue underneath her basic skin to kind of change her undertone, I could do that. If I wanted to add vitiligo, if I wanted to add like eye details, nose details, like she has a nose mask on right now. If I wanted to add any of the face kits, or if I wanted to add shadows, if I wanted to add anything like that, blush, lip gloss, anything like that is in here, baby hairs, and then continue to scroll down and you have I have so many other options because I have a problem with collecting skin details, if you couldn't tell. But honestly, this is tip, this is what really changed how my Sims look, is skin details. Like my skin details and preset folder is huge because of the fact that the moment I started it, I couldn't stop because of how gorgeous I was making my Sims, and it made it so much easier for me at least to create these Sims. So I highly recommend. I really recommend you go to Jaichi, go to her Tumblr, and she has a post where she has a bunch of her like skin details and things that she uses. That's how I started. I downloaded everything off of that list as a base, and then I just kind of built up from there using the same creators, using other creators that I found that I liked, things like that. It takes time, but honestly, it is so worth it, especially once you get in and you start experimenting and you start making your Sims and you see the benefit. It is absolutely worth it. So yes, I highly recommend these minimalist cast organizers. So the next thing I want to talk to you guys about is my CAS background. So I am using the Vixated CAS Light in Front Glow in the second version, and you can't see it right now, but it basically gives my Sims a glow more on the front of her face. And I'm also using the second version of the mirrored up CAS background. The first version doesn't have your Sim behind it. It just has your Sim in the front and like the reflection on the bottom. And I love that one. But I recently changed to this one and I really like it. I think it's so cute. I will occasionally switch, and this is in the light gray color, by the way, but I will occasionally switch to back to the original just because it's a lot easier for taking screenshots. I don't get my Sims self in the background of the pictures. It's just a solid color. And might I add, this gray is very beautiful. Usually I like color in my cast backgrounds, but I've been obsessed with the gray. It's nice, it's minimal, but it seems so open and fresh, and I'm just obsessed with it. So I highly recommend you check out Vixated's CAS backgrounds. Alright, so the next thing that I want to show you guys, I'm gonna have to show you while she is in tattoo, so that way I don't have to take off her clothes. But that is the default override bra and panty that I'm using, and it is by El Craze. It is the Ella set, and I think it's so cute. I'm using it in white. The main reason I really like to use this set in particular is because I've had issues with specifically my bottoms not working. So I'll put the default override in, and the top will work just fine, but the bottom will still stay the original, like ugly coral green, and I never know how to fix it, and this is the only one that I found that hasn't caused me that issue. So I highly recommend this specific set. I love it. I think it's so cute, and the back is a little bit different. It's kind of hard to see her hair, but it doesn't, it kind of swoops up almost like a sports bra type, but it has this cute little bow on the front, and I absolutely love it. I think it is so cute. And I'm also using the exact same default replacement for males. So here you can see I have this male Sim in the El Craze black boxer bottoms. I've also had issues in the past with the female bottoms appearing on my male Sims, and this is also one of the only ones that doesn't cause me that issue. So again, I highly recommend you use El Craze's default replacements when it comes to CAS underwear. Alright guys, so with that being said, that is going to be the end of this video. I was actually going to make this both the CAS mods and the gameplay mods in the same video, but it actually ended up being 40 something minutes long, and I figured I would just do the gameplay mods on a separate video and kind of make this a playlist, mainly because I'm also starting my own save file, so I figured I might do some videos on my save file as well and just kind of toss them all in the same folder as like gameplay maintenance. So yeah, thank you all so much for watching. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I really enjoyed making this one for you guys. I felt like it came out a whole lot better than any of my videos have so far, and I'm really excited for you guys to see it. So thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye everyone.